Hello, welcome to Chicken Clips, and today we are going to discuss on the wire interview between Mr. Karan Thapar and Professor Bimal Akoijam of the JNU. And in this interview, they have raised a very good point, some very good notes about this recent manipur crisis, and I have taken good notes from the interview. And this, as you can see, this is a 1 hour long interview, but I have dispensed the whole interview into a three-page notes for you all. It may be helpful in the exams, and also it may be helpful in understanding the dynamic and the political scenario of the state of Manipur. So in the video, the professor has started the infallibility stands at 790 meters in altitude, and Churchampur in the hills is 922 meters. And then there is a difference of just 132 meters, and yet the two are regarded by the British as two different topographical entities, which he asserts that it is not, but a part of one organic entity. And as a result of this false topographical distinction, the Britishers used this as a factor to divide the people and govern them under different regimes of law. As such, the Meiteis and the Cookies begin to be separated father and father. And then it is worth noting that the Meiteis and the Cookies came from the same linguistic family, the Tibeto-Burman family. The government introduced this division of land, firstly through legislation such as Manipur Land Revenue and Land Reforms Act 1960, which is a very new Land Revenue Act, as well as the Article 371C of the Indian Constitution, which ended up giving different land rights to these people. And it's important to know that the hill areas of Manipur have a separate area committee called the Hill Area Committee, which is like an assembly of the hill areas. And unlike the other Hill Area Advisory Council, the Hill Area Committee of Manipur have legislative power. They are an advisory body in Manipur for the hill areas. And then when democratic politics came traditional and became mainstream, then the politicians, to get what they want, they began to appeal to the constituency to differentiate rather than to unite, and this created more gaps between the Meiteis and the Kukis and the Nagas. And Professor Akoijam asserts that there is an urgent need for land reforms in Manipur, and stated that when these land reforms come, then the 90% of tribal lands of the state can be utilized for the economic development. And then he says that the tribals cannot take loans because there is no collateral, and it was important for them to come under revenue lands. According to Professor Akoijam, the main concerns for the Métis demanding ST status was that want they want the right to buy land all over the state before the land laws of 1960 came into establishment. And the Métis, they have the fear of losing the tiny valley from the outsiders, while the tribal lands are already protected, so they want such protection for themselves, and also to do away with the hierarchical system prevailing in the society, where they are divided by castes and yes, he says that the Métis want to live under one class. And in the recent news, there have been talks about Article 355, which is a moral and legal obligation of the Union government to take charge of law and order without dismissing the government of the state. And according to him, some ways to handle this conflict is to create a second chamber in the assembly, in the Manipur assembly, with equal representative of all the hill districts. And when the legislative bodies are to be constituted, then they are not to be constituted on the basis of ethnicity, but in terms of the areas of the land. So in such, there are 16 districts in Pura, 6 in the valley, and 10 in the hills. And in the video they again and again try to say that the root of the problem is that the British forcibly but deliberately created the divide, and sadly the Indian government, without any constitution, um, accepted and took forward this problem, and over the decades this has become very complicated, and to this day this conflict has arisen because of this negligence in the land reforms. So these are some of the notes that I took during this interview, and if you like it you can leave me some comments.